Today's learning goal is using a proportion to solve a math problem. Let's take a look at that word proportion. What is it? A proportion is two fractions set equal to each other. Let's take a look at 1/3 equals 2/6. These fractions essentially mean the same thing. 2/6, for instance, can be reduced down to 1/3 itself. Also in a proportion, if you take the cross products, they equal the same value. For instance, 2 times 3 is a product of 6, and 1 times 6 is also a product of 6. And this is true for any proportion. The cross products will be equal to each other, and we can use that to help us solve all kinds of problems. Let's take a look at one. The Crayola Crayon Company can make 2,400 crayons in 4 minutes. How many crayons can they make in 15 minutes? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all that information into a table. I have two variables, minutes and crayons. And in 4 minutes, we know the Crayola Company can make 2,400 crayons. And in 15 minutes, we do not know at this point how many crayons that company can make. So I'm going to represent that unknown quantity with a variable c. Now I'm going to create a proportion. I'm taking time and comparing it to crayons, keeping time on top, crayons on the bottom, numerator, denominator. So 4 over 2,400 is going to be set equal to 15 over c. Now I have a proportion, and I do know the cross products equal each other, so I can use that to create an algebraic equation. This is how I can do it. I'm going to take 2,400 times 15 and put that on the left side of an equation. And I'm going to take the product of 4 times c and put that on the right and set them equal to each other. Again, how did I get this 36,000? I multiplied 2,400 times 15. And the 4c is 4 times c, and they're set equal to each other because the cross products are equal to each other in a proportion. Now, I want to get c all by itself on this right side of the equal sign, because if I do, whatever is on the right side will be the amount of crayons that Crayola can produce in 15 minutes. Now, how do I get rid of this 4? Well, 4 is being multiplied by the c. What undoes multiplication? Correct, division. So I'm going to divide the right side by 4. But what you do to one side of an equation, you must do to the other to keep it balanced. So I'm going to divide everything by 4. And 36,000 divided by 4 is 9,000. And that is equal to c. So that's the amount of crayons that can be produced in 15 minutes.